Today I'm making bacon. Well, we're making bacon. Started with a 2.5 pound raw pork belly. 7 days later, we'll see if the effort was worth it, or if we should just stick to buying store-bought bacon. Welcome back to Making Bacon. I'm Dan, your off-duty cop with on-duty flavor. Now let's get to work. And it all starts right here, that 2.5 pound raw pork belly. So we gotta make a cure. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, then 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of pink curing salt, and 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper. Now we're gonna give that all a mix, get it well incorporated. We just gotta put it on the belly now. Now we just gotta sprinkle it all over the belly. Make sure we use all of it. Once got a little bit on there, rub it in, make sure we cover the whole top. And we're gonna flip it over, and we're gonna get the other side now. Same thing. Just dump it on there, start rubbing it in, giving that belly a nice good massage. Make sure to get all those seasonings in there so they stick. And we're not going to forget the sides either. Pick it up, dab on the sides. Just make sure the belly's completely covered. We need that cure to penetrate deep into that meat. Once we got all that rub on there, all massaged in, now we got to get it in that bag. If you have any extra on the pan, we got to try and get all that in there. It's very important to make sure that it cures properly. Once it's all in there, we're going to vac seal it up. In the fridge for 7 days we go. Now that vac seal's nice and tight. It's in the fridge we go. Hardest part here is the waiting game. We're going to be in here for 7 days. Every day, we're going to flip it over to make sure that the meat's curing properly. And as the days pass, you're going to notice liquid pooling up in that bag. That's the cure working, drawing out that moisture from that meat. And on that 7th day, we're going to cut it out of the wrap. We're going to rinse it off to get that excess cure off so it's not too salty. Throw it back in the fridge for another day. And then we'll be ready to go. And it's finally smoking day. I'm going to put my Chef IQ thermometer in there. We got the pit running at 200 degrees. I'm going to put it on a wire rack just to keep it off the grates. That way you don't get any dirty grill marks if you don't clean your grill like I don't. But we'll throw it on there at 200. Close the lid. And we're going to let it rock and roll until it hits 150 internal. And my gosh, look at that mahogany color. The smoke sticking to that outside of that pork belly. We are almost there. Now once we hit 150 internal, it's time to pull it off. And we're going to let it cool. And once it's cooled, it's time to start slicing into it. It's the moment of truth. We're going to have flawless marbled fat, smoky meat. You don't need a fancy slicer, just a steady hand. You can go as thick or as thin as you want. Me, I'm going to try and do a little both. Try and get some thin pieces and some thick pieces. Perfect pink bacon. I mean, the cure did its job. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, hell. Looks like bacon. I'm impressed with myself right now. And now it's time to hit the Blackstone. You can cook it any doneness you like. I prefer mine pretty crispy. I like to render all that fat out, so I'm starting on a pretty low temperature so we can get that fat to start melting before it really gets going. But nothing smells better than bacon cooked in the morning. Look at that. Hearing the sizzle. Now we're giving them a little flip, keeping an eye on them because I want them crispy, but I don't want them burnt. And we're almost there. I mean, they're pretty close right now, but just a little longer, I think. And that right there, my friends, looks pretty darn good to me. It's been an entire week, and I cannot wait to try this. And here we go. Moment of truth. Did it turn out good? Oh man, crunchy, smoky, salty, everything you want in bacon. So let's recap. Make the cure. Season it. Back seal it. Flip it. Smoke it. Slice it. Fry it. And enjoy. And you know, I may not go back to store-bought bacon ever again. And thanks for hanging out. Hit that like and subscribe button, and as always, keep making bacon.